So go up to Tennessee. They have like quarter comics.
We have quarter bins and methamphetamines. You do some meth, you can look for comics for a long time.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
For more than a century, comic books, television, and movies have existed. Each separate, broken, with their gatekeepers.
No!
Then, something happened that brought all media together. The internet brings comic fans around the world into one comic community. Put your hands together, comic fan. Comics are for everyone. It's 10 p.m. Eastern, live Comic Book Wednesday, a weekly YouTube show about comic books with Lady Fantastic. Comics on the Mind.
Get your hands up!
Miracleman. Special guest appearances by Ace. And your host, Not Near Mint. Welcome to Not Near Mint.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Not Near Mint. It is July the 14th, 2021. We are now on it is the 98th episode, which is probably why I use the Deadpool logo at the banner. So welcome to the show, everybody. We're going to just get right on into it. I hope y'all watched Black Widow, along with Loki, that dropped earlier this morning and is now causing prices of certain books to kind of skyrocket. Hey, Ace. Hey, Wack. Good to see you today.
How you going? Thanks for having me on. I feel like it's been a while since I've been on. I've been missing y'all, and everyone's not even here, and I feel like I'm missing the family. Where is everyone?
Lady is not feeling well. Don't know what's going on with Comics on the Mind or with Miracleman, but hopefully they're okay. Haven't had a text back from yet. But otherwise, do you just want to jump into it, start showing some books that we got in the last week or so?
Let's do it. I've got some junk I can show.
Let's see what you got there.
Show us your junk.
Oh yeah, I'm all about showing my junk. So I got vinyl. I liked vinyl. I thought this was off to a good start. I loved Plastic, the series Plastic, by the same creative team.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm keen to see where this one goes. It's got an interesting premise. This was the best issue of Crossover yet. Have you read this one yet? Are you reading Crossover?
I am reading crossover, and the fact that they stuck in Steve Murray, the actual person, not just Chip Zdarsky. They're actually using Steve Murray and
Right?
Steve Murray writing Steve Murray.
Yeah, it is honestly one of the not only the best issue of crossover yet, but I reckon I was surprised how much it hit me in the feels because he like light spoilers. He thinks Chip is going to kill him. Like just the thought of him thinking that he's going to kill himself that's fucking heavy, man. It was a great read.
This is right after you wound up having the actual crossover happen. The entire world hates anybody that was a comic book creator, and then he's on the run. And what's he doing now? He's flipping burgers, and he feels, well, this is my life now.
Yeah.
Sometimes life doesn't always go the way we hope.
Tyler said that he would have preferred that being the first issue, but I think it's great as where it came out. I couldn't see it as the first issue. But Department of Truth number 10, I'm dropping this after this issue because
really?
Yeah, I've just had enough of how trash the art is, and then fucking getting like half the book like this. I was
that was annoying.
Fuck you. I don't buy comic books for this, If I want to read fucking pages of text, I'll pick up a book.
So I remember the movie Seven, where we get to see the serial killer in the writing. And while it is an emotional story, we kind of buy comic books for the artwork. And if we wanted to buy a book, we'd buy a book.
Yeah,
just saying.
Exactly.
I like long text in comics. It makes me happy.
I can't.
Most of the book was that way. It would have been okay if it was sprinkled, but I could see how some people would have some issues. It's definitely an acquired taste that if you're not ready for it, if you've never read Sandman, you'll probably not be used to it if you're only reading X-Men.
It was also hard to read as well because it's messy and ugly and fucking gross. Like I wouldn't have had so much of a problem with it if it wasn't so hard to look at.
And it was all as a result because this guy's dad probably killed himself by that point, and he's crying over the letters each and every time he reads it. It's supposed to be decades old, so you kind of understand the artistic reasoning behind it, but at the same time, show, don't tell.
Yeah. Last Witch. This series has been fun. I haven't read this issue yet, but it's been a fun series. Same with this one. Have you been reading this one, X? I feel like this is one that would be up your alley.
No, I haven't seen that anywhere.
Crimson Flower by Matt Kinn. This is really good. It's about this girl. She's getting revenge on the death of her father, and she's taking these pills. And every time she takes these pills, it makes like everything seem like fantasy sort of style. Like.
Mm-hmm.
The guys that she fights, it turns into monsters, and like this car that she's chasing is like a horse and wagon type thing.
It's like Crimson Flower.
Crimson Flower. Yeah.
All right, I'm adding it to my wish list.
I think there's only one issue left after this one. Skybound X was a lot more fun than I thought it would be.
I still have not gotten to it yet, and it's a weekly series. I might get really backlogged on that.
Oh, it's only the 5 issues. I reckon it's a great way to celebrate 10 years of publishing as well. Like
We're visiting Rick Grimes from what was it? Issue 50 or issue 75?
Yeah. But just the fact that they're putting together a book with like a bunch of the top books from over the 10 years and also showcasing new characters and new series in every issue is amazing. I'm most looking forward to issue 3 because issue 3 is going to have a Murder Falcon story and a Science Dog from Invincible story. So
awesome.
That has me hyped. Firepower, issue 13. Not much is happening in Firepower, but I still like it. I really like the art.
I dropped it back at issue 10.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah,
not that I don't like Robert Kirkman's writing. I just didn't want to get invested into another Oblivion song that's now like what at issue 30 something. And I had the entire series and I didn't read that.
yeah, I didn't read Oblivion song. I think I haven't read a whole lot of Kirkman stuff. I've read Invincible, Murder Falcon, Riot. Murder Falcon was the best thing that I've ever read. To get another story from that is, I'm
That I
so
want to read. Daniel Jork, I'm always gonna invert his name. Daniel Johnson Warren.
Gary Warren Johnson.
Thank you. I want to read everything that he does.
Oh yeah, I read Eternal the other week by him. That was great. Have you read Eternal?
I have the first 2 issues.
Yeah, I picked up the trade of. There's just the 2 trades. I think it's 12 issues. It's amazing. And then I got the Deceased hardcover, Paper World's End. This was good. I've enjoyed all the Deceased stuff, and I didn't think I was going to at all. But this was a fun one. Seeing Damien become Batman and Jimmy Olsen narrating a lot of it and shit. And then I got a couple of other hardcovers. This is a big boy. This is the Astonishing Wolfman hardcover. This is like 25 issues. Yeah, 25 issues.
You could certainly kill a lot of spiders with that.
Yeah, this is a big boy. I'm in like 3 issues in so far, but I'm enjoying it. I'm wanting to read all of the Invincible universe stuff because I just love Invincible and I just want to get into the world more. You know, all the spin-offs have been pretty good. Like nowhere near as good as the main title, but they've all been good. So I'm keen to get into that.
I've made the decision. I got rid of my entire Invincible collection before I ever knew you, but I still have Tech Jacket 1 through 4. Do you still need that?
I've got the trade, but I would fucking love the single issues. Are you kidding me?
I got the single issues the day they came out.
Oh my god! Wow.
Since I'm
Miracleman!
trying to get stuff for everybody, including Miracleman, who shows up now. Hi, Miracleman.
Hi, everybody. That's
I got this
Put that in
big
your pile. I just need to get your address, and I know I'm going to be sending overseas, so it's worth it. It was a good series.
Oh, thank you so much, Rob. That's amazing. Thanks, Ace, man.
that's a mighty fine, astonishing Wolfman you have there. Sorry, astounding Wolfman you have there.
Yeah. It's a nice big hardcover. It's got the whole series. I'm 3 issues in. I'm liking it. I've always enjoyed Wolfman when he showed up in Invincible and then Invincible Universe and Guarding the Globe. So I'm keen to get into his own title. And then I have another big thick boy. This one's probably one of the biggest, probably one of the biggest, thickest books that I've got. It's a fucking phone book. Look at this thing.
Ooh. Now, for those of our viewers who are watching and just said, "What the fuck is a phone book?" Once upon a time, the phone company gave you a book that had phone numbers in it.
Yep.
We're dating ourselves with knowledge of phone books here, Lee.
We are. This is the first 50 issues.
Why don't we talk about Walkmans?
That's great, man.
Yeah, I've never read. I think I've read like maybe 1 or 2 random issues of Spawn, and I've like never read any like proper. So I wanted to pick this up to give it a good dive and see how it goes. You know.
Yeah.
But,
from what I understand, most people have only read a couple of random issues of Spawn.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anybody who's been collecting at 300 plus issues.
I think Austin LeMay might be the only one that I know of.
I don't even think Todd McFarlane has all 300 plus issues.
No. He probably has it, but much like the rest of us, he's never read any of them.
Oh, fair enough.
No.
All right.
But this is a heavy boy. It's gonna be interesting to read. I've never read something quite this big and a soft cover, you know.
So I have the first like 70-ish issues of Spawn I've been putting together over the last few years, just to have them.
Huh?
And I'll say this: unless they corrected it, you'll find editorial errors in every single issue.
I'll let you know how I go.
All right.
On the issue that cost the most amount of money, 174, they misspelled the damn name of the book
Yeah.
on the cover.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's on the left-hand
Yeah.
spine of the book.
That's insane.
It's SPNWA. They spelled it.
And then
Stand
I
off.
got the Avengers Jason Aaron hardcover. This is the first 12 issues of the series.
That's awesome.
I haven't read Avengers in a good fucking hot minute, and so I thought I'd pick this up. I've been liking the oversized hardcovers. I don't get much Marvel or DC shit in singles because it's crazy expensive.
Right.
So, and I hate the trade paperbacks because they're fucking weak as shit.
Right.
Some of them fall apart after reading it once.
Yeah, especially
Accurate.
the Marvel ones. The Marvel trade paperbacks are the fucking worst trade paperbacks you can get.
Yep.
But yeah, that's my big old haul for this week. I got some lifting to do.
Nice.
That'll definitely give you
Nice.
some muscles.
Very nice.
Hey, Freaky.
I came back and Miracleman was here.
I know. Aren't you lucky? The joy I must bring you every day of your life, Ace. I got comics. Who else got comics? I got comics.
I have so many comics, but I want to see what you got.
All right.
Yeah, show you comics.
I didn't get a lot of new stuff yet because I went to a little mini con this weekend. I bought some comics. Some. We're gonna say some comics. We're gonna start with that unit of measurement. So first, let me show you. First of all, I got this in the mail today. I eBayed it because as everybody knows, there's only 2,500 copies. But I got a 1 in 250 variant for a store copy there.
Damn. Nice. Have you read it?
Yeah. It's good, man. It's good. It's really good.
Find me a copy.
It's genuinely really good. You can still get them for like $25 on the Bay, man. Just go look
I'm
for
not
exclusives.
paying $25 for something that's not Maria Lube.
Then get the trade. Just get the trade when it comes out.
No, don't tell me what to do, you old man.
Just do what I tell you. Skybound X #2. For those of you who don't know, Skybound X is a celebration of Skybound Studio, which is an image imprint. It's
I was just
Kirkman's-
talking about it a minute ago.
Oh, okay. This is so in Spawn in Walking Dead 75. In issue 1, and I had issue 1 in the letter columns. Kirkman says if we make it some crazy number of issues like 75, maybe I'll reveal that it was all like aliens all along. And in issue 75, he put in a full color story where Rick was a superhero with a giant hammer hand and a laser sword, and the governor came back to life, and Lori came back to life, and they're fighting aliens. It was all a fake story. He never reprinted it until Skybound #1, and Skybound #2 here. That's the sequel. That's the second part of the story. So it's gonna travel on through the story. Also, guys, Skybound X #1, first appearance in comics of Clementine.
Yeah.
Kind of shocked it hasn't gotten more heat. Than it
Yeah.
has.
Apparently, all of the Skybound X are going to be debuting a new character or a new series.
Yeah, this should be like the hottest book on the market right now. Everybody should be talking about it. Nobody's talking about them at all.
All right, issue 1 and 2.
Yeah, they're
Issue
good.
1
Read 'em.
was great. I loved the little Ultra Mega story as well.
Oh, yeah. That was good. I got 2 others, but I don't have them here. It was the Infinite Frontier. Oh, I got to get the Flash one. 2 seconds. Whack. Tell a story.
Okay.
1, 2.
One day, I was walking down the street, and I saw a guy with a bit of meat in his teeth, and I gave him a toothpick, and I said, "Hey, dude, you got a little something in your tooth."
All right.
And all right, good. I was failing.
You got nothing? Okay. All right. Sorry, I did that to you. So Infinite Frontier #2. Listen, these Infinite Frontier. This is not my art. I do not like these covers. But the variant covers are Brian Hitch covers, and my LCS knows to pull those for me from now on. Those are gorgeous.
Didn't get in the B cover for Infinite Frontier.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you're a DC fanboy in the slightest, this is a
Well, I'm
badass
getting
series. Badass series. Absolutely loving it. Now, here's the best cover of the week. I'm just gonna say that. Best cover of the week. The Flash 2021 annual B cover.
Agreed.
Look at that cover, baby.
Disagree.
I know it's not Maria Louvet.
That is a nice cover, though. Holy shit!
Right.
I didn't even see that.
It's the B cover. It was $7 book. So
Ignacio, Daddy Ignacio,
gorgeous
I love you,
book.
Ignacio.
I picked that up too. That was a little bit older than Planet Size X-Men. And guys, here's what I got from the con. Okay. Now, I'm gonna show you a little run of books here, and I'm gonna tell you before I even start showing you that all of them cost me less than $20. It cost me $18, as a matter of fact.
Each.
Nope, all together. Savage She-Hulk 7, 11, 12,
Nice.
13, 15, 16, 18, and 19. Now, I think I said in the past, we all know She-Hulk's coming, and you know, they're not going to borrow heavily from Savage. Savage is out of date. It's not, they're not great stories.
Run.
What's that?
It's going to be the slot run. It's going to be anything at her. It's going to be Ally McBeal, but with She-Hulk.
I think so. I think we're gonna get some sensational characters, some characters that were introduced in Sensational. So I expect the sensational stuff to heat up. But this original Savage stuff probably isn't going to go up a lot. But here's the thing: it might. You know, if you can get it cheap now, get it. Get it. That's what I'm saying. Get it. Then, just fucking get it. Then, listen, I have got a book here that was so nice. They made it twice. First for the London Night Studios. Here we have Raw City #1. Look at that baby, huh? Isn't that fucking hideous? Look at that.
Tell me what Raw City's about.
Raw City, legitimately, is about raw dog sex.
Does it
ain't even
take
fucking
place in the city?
It's raw dog sex that takes place in the city. There's this terrible STD that is like making people melt and shit. Nobody gives a fuck. But like I said, the book was so nice. They made it twice. That's London Night Studios. This is Zephyron Studios. Here's Raw City #1. It is the exact same book, new cover, and 4 additional pages.
Huh?
I had to get them when I saw them. I was like, "This is the most hideous fucking thing I've ever seen." I mean, I have seen worse, but this was pretty bad. And the fact that there were 2 #1s with the same story and 2 publishers had to come home with me. Now, listen, this next one I'm going to show you guys. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm upset with this gentleman. And I think we all know this.
Not Rufo.
But
Rufo.
Rufo, I love. But here from 1993, some very early, not the very first, but damn close to it, Warren Ellis published story called Sugar Virus.
Fuck Warren Ellis.
Fuck Warren Ellis. He's a goddamn sexual predator. But he ain't getting no money when I buy this comic for 50 cents out of the 50-cent bin. Atomica was the publisher. It's a black and white. It's ultra violent, and there's a couple boobies.
I didn't
Next.
know that was the thing with Warren Ellis.
Oh yeah, no, he's a real. Yeah, we'll talk. I'll let you know.
Right.
Here we go.
One they had back in the day, you probably have all of 1/500th of every copy that's out there now.
So here we have Trouble #3. This is the Aunt May is a hoochie storyline.
Yes, I remember.
And listen, I am not fucking A, Frankie. I'm not kink shaming anybody. Like Aunt May was a little wild thing. I believe they would have referred to her as a hussy in her time. More power to you, girl. You got it. Use it. That's what I say.
What was the big thing about this series? Did you actually read it? I remember reading it, and I remember the retcon where we were going. Wait a second, Aunt May is what?
Yeah, might be Peter's mama. Might be Peter's mama. Not his aunt. Might be his mama. Yeah, weird. Now I also got a pile of what ifs here, guys, for $1 a piece. Check this out. This is what if number 1 for $1.
Hell yeah.
Just
Gotta
gonna
love some
say,
what
hey,
if.
Frankie.
There's number 19. Look at that cape on Spider-Man. Look at that shit.
Was number 1 an X-Men? How much?
Got that for $1?
$1, $1 American dollar. And look, the square bound, it's a little rounded on the bottom, but for the most part, it's still pretty square. It's pretty good. It's a pretty high quality copy too.
I think I paid $30 for mine. What is wrong with
What if 19?
We're gonna see something like that, eh? The Doctor Strange. Did you just see how the poster for the What If had Spider-Man with Doctor Strange's?
Yes. Yes. Excited about that one.
Yeah.
Here's the final issue of the first volume, What If number 47. Guys, in case you didn't know, in the Loki series, this is where boastful Loki comes into play.
Boastful.
You don't get that. You'll see that soon. It's on the Loki series. You'll see what I mean when you watch it. Couple from volume 2, issue number 3, issue number 4.
I like that.
yes.
Great cover, right?
Nice colors. I love whenever there's that orangey, reddy, whatever you want to call it, sort of color.
Yeah.
You know, taking up the majority of the background there.
Oh,
Right,
there's
right.
Your first cameo of Omega Red.
Yeah. Number 8, the Armor Wars. This is one of my favorites. It's number 11. It's what if the FF all had the same power? And if you look, Thing is still the most fucked up looking Thing. See, look at that. He's Man Thing.
Oh,
Man
Lord.
Thing. And all I'm saying is, if everybody could stretch, those would lead to the weirdest orgies ever.
Yeah, that'd be a fun
Accurate.
time. I would love to be involved.
Hell yeah, dude. I would jump right into the middle of that. What if 31? There's 53. And right near the end, number 112, Kazar. And then, we're all kind of excited about that Sandman coming out, trying to finish off that Sandman run. There's number 58. Then I also grabbed these Thunderbolts. Look at these things, man. How do you not just fucking love Thunderbolts?
Because
Because I don't.
Just look at that. If you like superhero comics, well, obviously, Ace, you're not a superhero fan. I mean, you're a Mommy Milkers fan, but
I only read 3 types of comics. All the queer shit. Mommy Milkers. And then like badass, low-key alcoholic women that go back to their hometown with their kid and they end up murdering the whole town.
love that. That actually kind of got me off a little. Not gonna lie, little erect over here. So next up, I got a couple of Lady Death books from the Chaos run. This is actually a preview of the Odyssey.
Can you give me that?
And no, I need
Fuck
that.
you.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
and here's a preview of when she came over to Boundless.
Can you give me that?
No, probably not.
Fuck you.
There's the Crucible number 2.
Can I have that?
Probably not. Would you like some Lady Death books? Because I can get you Lady Death books if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, I can get you Lady Death books. But I'm trying to finish my Chaos run. But I probably Swimsuit Special number 1 there. Now, Ace, I bought this book and I was thinking of you. I figured you might like it. Deja
my
Forest.
babe?
It's Deja Forest. Yeah. Art Adams, variant cover.
Yes. Give me.
Deadpool Circle Chase number 2. Remember when this was like the hottest books you could get for Deadpool for like ever? I mean, next to the New Mutants. I got that for $1. I
had some guy on OfferUp around here trying to sell that same issue 1 for $200.
Suck my
Not
ass.
in near mint condition, not in like 9.8, just $200.
Eat my man, but that's what I would have said. Once and Future story right here. This is actually a domestic abuse story that all the proceeds went to domestic abuse. Written by Trina Robbins, and drawn by Colleen Doran. Two just fantastic creators who should always be allowed to work on Wonder Woman anytime they want to. Another Chaos book here. We have The Lynch Mob. This was Brian Pulido's attempt at the extreme superhero genre. It is fucking hideous, guys. That it's listen. I'm collecting the entire Chaos run. Okay, some of them are pretty decent. Yes. Nobody's paying attention to that shit anymore. Let me show you. Look at the horrible page layout. Look at that.
It's beautiful.
It's fucking terrible. But you know what? I don't care. I love Chaos. I love Chaos. They're so bad, they're good. They're so bad, they're so good. They're good. And the Lady Death stuff came out of their early stuff is good. Now I have a couple more books. I got two big ones to show you here at the end. This lady's really cold, and looking at her outfit, I can tell why. Look at those nips. That's a cold lady. Also, where's her organs? Does she have organs? I don't think she does.
We don't need organs.
This is pre-existing conditions, flesh and blood. And God, it was a really bad comic, guys. It was really fucking bad. Pokemon, the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, Part 2.
Hey, Pokemon, gotta catch them all.
Listen, if you find the Viz books, especially if they're in decent shape, grab them. They're tough to find in decent shape. Real tough.
I love Pokemon.
Oh, there you go.
Pokemon loves you.
Oh, yeah.
Another milestone book there. We have issue 5 of Holocaust, last one I needed for the series.
I hope Pokemon loves me after singing the Pokemon theme song for 4 hours.
I think he does. Catwoman, Faces of Evil cover. I just love a Ross. This one I grabbed because of the sheer ridiculousness. Moonstone is an independent publisher that has done a bunch of licensed book. This is Kochak. I don't know who the fuck that is. And it's the Phantom, the Spider, and this is fucking Buckaroo Banzai. All right. And they did a holiday super spectacular here where they each had their own stories. But they have such a wide variety of books. Another one of their books is Zombies versus Cheerleaders. They have a couple of superhero titles that really don't do it. They have one book that's like a horny book that's like about like a guy's superpowers making women horny around him. I'm going to find it and I'll read it and I'll let you know how it goes. Moonstone stuff is funky. You can get their books from their website. But they have some fun stuff. Teen Titans Index number 5. These books are weird. They're from Independent Comics Group, and all they do is catalog every issue of a series and then tell you what happened. It gives you a synopsis, the creators, all the characters that appear, where they appear next, where they appeared last.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. Last 2 books, guys. This isn't really a book. This is a Ashcan preview of DC's Young Animal.
Oh, nice.
And what's so cool about this is that it's designed to look like a who's who, an old school DC who's who. All right. So obviously you have the exact same layout. These are all Young Animal characters. You have Doom Patrol there. You have Cave Carson. You have Shade the Changing Girl. And then inside, you got the bios, just like you would on the old school who's who's.
I love that. That's so dope.
It's just so cool, man. And I don't know how I missed this when they came out. I don't know if they were only, you had to order them at the shop. I talked to the guy who owns my store. He was like, I never even saw him because I would have ordered the shit out of that. Because he bought the other one. We actually went to this Comic-Con together. He bought one, I bought the other. Last but not least, this was, this is the book I got most excited about this weekend. It's Supergirl number 10 from her first series. And the reason I got really excited is a couple of reasons. First of all, it's the final issue of the series. I got it for only $6. The cheapest I've ever seen it before was $15, and that was a rag. And finally, this fella right here is a character known as Prez Ricard.
Yeah, you got Prez.
Prez Ricard, for those of you who don't know, was the last character created by Joe Simon for DC Comics.
Oh,
he suffered from the DC implosion of the Bronze Age. Only 4 issues were published of his ongoing series. And the final issue never saw the light of day. It was only ever published in the canceled Comics Cavalcade, which was 2 books that were Xeroxed and hastily stapled together so that they could retain copyright protections on all the work when the DC implosion happened. This story was completely drawn, lettered, ready to go to press, and it never was printed. It was reprinted in the Prez Collected Edition that DC did a couple years ago. And the whole idea behind Prez Ricard is that he was the first teenage president. They lowered the voting age to 16, and because that generation was the biggest generation in America at that time, they voted a young person in. And literally the entire series is one assassination attempt after another.
16-year-old kid, it should probably be pretty easy.
You know, he's got his vice president is Native American, some pretty racist stereotypes, but you know, it's the 70s. It was as forward thinking as the 70s. Right. Prez Ricard was a bleeding heart hippie. So, you know, he very much was supposed to represent the love and peace generation. And it was a really funky, weird concept. I don't know if I can recommend the books because they are so ridiculous, but if you find them, if you ever like things like Inferior 5, I promise you'll like Prez Ricard. So that's it. Those are my books.
Nice. You say it was a small con. How small was a small con?
There's probably like 15 dealers. But there were nothing but comics dealers. There was no toys. There was people weren't doing sketch cards or like, you know, I'm fine if that's what people want at their cons. But me personally, I just want to go buy some fucking comics, man. You know, I don't want to pay to have the third Walker from the Left in season 3, episode 6 of The Walking Dead come and sign on. I don't give a shit about that. You know, I don't fucking care. Now you get like, you know, Henry Cavill down there, Michael Keaton. Yeah, I'm gonna show up with a smile on my face. I went to a con just because Peter Mayhew was there, motherfucking Chewbacca, and I got to hang out with him while he ate dinner. What's that?
I don't even need a signature from any of the people. As long as I can see them from a distance, I'm good. I don't need to go, hey, selfie.
Right.
Oh,
I think that's obnoxious.
I'm good.
Right. Like if I could meet, obviously I have to go back in time, but if I could meet Jack Kirby, I would do a selfie. But that's about the only creator I'd want to do that with. And then I'd be like, can you please tell me about the time you killed 4 fucking Nazis? Just tell me all about it. Like, what did you eat for breakfast? How did your day start? Did your feet itch? Every fucking detail.
All right, turn on my recorder, story time.
So who else has got books?
Any books to show?
I got a couple things.
Is there any Maria Louvet?
Yes, there is some Maria Louvet.
That's awesome. I'm really shocked by that, to be honest with you. I didn't expect it.
Lord.
I picked up some stuff this weekend.
All right.
Got this from our friends at A Wave Blue World. They do either like previews for their graphic novels, so grab that one.
Premium first issues, right?
Yeah. This is Glamorella's daughter. I don't know what it's about, but you know.
Shades of I Am Not Starfire.
What?
Kind of reminds me of I Am Not Starfire, you know?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Fuck me then. Oh, that's cool. What is that? Black Mask?
Black Caravan.
Yeah, that's black. That's a Black Mask imprint.
Oh, okay.
Fucking A, that's awesome.
And got some things out of the discount bin with the annoying sticker. But luckily, they use stickers that come off super easily. They don't leave any residue, so you know.
Little hair dryer.
What?
A little hair dryer will do that.
No, you just gotta peel it. It's like ridiculously easy. It's like Miracleman. It's super easy to get off. Well, mind you, flop. Y'all didn't laugh. Some dude. I don't know who the dude is. I hate men.
Who's a dude?
I don't know. Some dude on Wonder Woman cover.
How would they put a dude on a Wonder Woman cover?
Who's that dude?
Ew.
I don't want them on there. Eat them all.
Just put Diana on there. That's all I want to see.
Exactly.
Hey, Di.
Then we got this. I'm slowly buying this out of the dollar bin as they put it in there. And then surprise, doing some more Vault stuff. I used to have this exact issue, and then I got destroyed by some little hellions. Boop. And then get some Red Sonja.
Yeah.
I like that cover.
That is nice.
This one, she looks like she's holding in a fart.
He really does.
That's a hot fart though.
It is. Usually hot farts are the best kind of fart.
Right.
I love
And I don't
it.
want them to be cold. I want to like have it wash over me with a little bit of warmth.
Yeah.
Hey, a hot fart is just a turd's cry for help.
Jesus Christ. Oh, you got the
yeah.
Darwin Cook cover.
I've got just about all of those. I fucking love those covers.
Dude, that's a 2021 goal right there. Finish those off.
Here is the Maria Louvet.
Oh,
Ooh.
It is the German edition.
Ooh. Is it in German?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is in German.
Does anybody yell Achtung during it?
I don't know how to fucking speak German.
You can read
I
fucking
represent
Achtung.
that remark.
Yeah, that's factual.
Get the new Barbarella, because I'm a shameless whore.
I broke down and asked for the bowling cover. That one looks good. It's in my bin.
To go back to the comics I read, does this look like a low-key alcoholic going back to her hometown of her child to fight monsters and shit?
Yes.
Yes. That's why I picked up the cover.
The story sounds great.
The
I
first
kinda
Bunny
thought
Mask
you
was
can't
really
wait.
fucking good.
It was. It was. I was supposed to get that one delivered.
I should pick that up if I find it.
Ah, man, that By the Horns is fantastic.
Yes, it's good.
So good. Totally out of nowhere, too. Did not expect how good it was going to be.
Die is amazing too. I love Die.
Guy only has 2 more issues left.
That's it?
Yeah, they're stopping at 20.
Oh,
I remember it took me a while to read it because I didn't realize that it was die as in a dice, you know? Like
Yeah,
Right.
they've been hinting at, like, if you look at the back, there's only 20.
Right, it's a 20-sided die.
Yeah.
That's a funny bit of marketing right there.
Eve
Oh,
has been really good.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Also did not expect that out of Eve. Really good. Ooh,
Oh,
is
no,
that in
it's
all
about-
ages?
I don't know.
Huh.
I just
All
like
right.
the cover.
It looks cool.
You look cool.
That's true, I do.
Just kidding.
Fucking meanie.
that's the one that ties Ice Cream Man to Haha, isn't it?
I have no idea. I haven't read it.
Is
haven't read
is it
Ice
the
Cream
artist
Man.
from Ice Cream Man?
I don't know.
Now
his name?
that would be a dope ass horror anthology. Give me a movie or television series that's the Haha and Ice Cream Man taking turns,
Oh yeah, right. Hell
right? And then like the season finale is Ice Cream Man fights a clown.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I would pay good money to watch that show.
apparently,
board game.
apparently, Ice Cream Man was auctioned at Quibi, but you know, we all know what happened to Quibi.
Right.
Yeah.
Get the
Do
second
we
Ooh,
print.
got it.
Roku now or Hulu?
Who the fuck thought Quibi was going to be a good idea? Like, what venture capitalist jackass was like, you know what we need? A streaming service that's less convenient. Check them titties.
Yeah, and that you can watch. Like, I think their main draw card, like the thing that what they were promoting big time, is that you can watch it like
10 minutes at a
vertically-
time or something. It was like short.
vertically on your phone.
Right.
You don't have to turn your phone to the side. You can have it like this way, and it cuts off fucking, you know, like half of your picture.
They fucked up the aspect ratio to give you
Yeah,
something
that's
that plays on your phone.
Yeah.
Carmilla. Yeah, that was a dumbass fucking plan.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
What book is
Maria
that?
Lube. This is Heartbeat 2. It's the beat cover. It's by
Oh,
Maria Lube.
that's nice. It doesn't even matter what the book's about, right? It's just Maria Leve.
It's this is Heartbeat.
She got a bloody nose?
something. Yes. No, he is eating blood
Okay,
off
that's
his
gross.
finger.
Okay. Is he eating his fingers?
No, just the blood off of it.
Okay. That's all unpleasant.
This, my babe.
That looks like one big pussy over her.
So fuck Sad Living Comics, but they were supposed to deliver this to me over a year ago, and they dicked me around.
What?
Oh, dang.
And I finally Karen'd my way through PayPal to refund me. So I got an even cheaper copy off of eBay. So go.
Oop to the
We got another Heartbeat, which means I'm officially gotten every cover to that. And then the best thing that came in the mail this week.
Let's see it. Oh, yeah.
Signed by Miracle and Dolphin.
Oh, yeah, that's
Makes me
beautiful.
happy.
Yeah, I love her work. She's just a fantastic creator.
Yes. And that's all I gotta show unless you want me to show my titties.
I mean, ain't nobody saying no. I mean, YouTube might.
Rob looks really worried.
Worried or
For some reason, I don't think I can control my screen anymore.
oh, well, in that case,
There we go. All right. So I guess what should I show some books?
Yeah, go
No.
on.
All right,
Do
here
it.
we go.
I want you to.
Let's blow myself up and hope my computer doesn't crash as I do this.
It's
So
sexy.
here's issue 1 of Aliens Aftermath. This is supposed to be right after the movie Aliens, just minus Ripley.
All right.
all right.
I don't
Question
know.
about aliens: is that going to be a whole like tie-in with other stuff from Marvel or whatever it's being published?
I don't think that they're going to try putting the actual aliens into the Marvel universe, but they have put them on covers. So what do I
Okay.
know? I don't know what the marketing scheme is anymore. This came out last week. I haven't read it yet, but it's Avengers World War She-Hulk. I don't think that they're going to launch her into space, though. Here's Champions that just dropped this week, along with the cover that Peach did. My cat's even like it. I hear him meowing outside in approval.
That's a
Hi,
good
kitty.
film. I like that
Now, I'm
Peach film.
surprised that the dogs aren't barking for this cover.
Ooh.
Carnage. I don't
That's
know.
an
I haven't read a
That's
single
pretty.
issue of Carnage since it came out. This was one of the back issues that I picked up this week.
Nice.
I could use that. Yes.
It's so nice looking. I almost asked you if it was a facsimile. It's how nice looking it is. It's very
I've
nice.
been looking for that book for some time. I'm just glad I finally got it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Iron Man, part of the Korvac saga that's working through the story. And Lady Fantastic, while she's not on the show tonight, she did let us know that issue 12 is going to be a Raza cover where it's Miles Morales at the DJ turntables, and you should definitely get that. It hasn't been on FOC yet. Iron Man hasn't been solicited since June, late June, so it's going to be a while. This just got solicited as a new Heroes for Hire TV show, so I was missing this. I'm glad I finally got it. This is when Conan and Iron Fist meet.
50, they switch the title, but 48 is when they hook up.
So glad I finally have that.
Very nice, man. Very nice pickup. Been looking for it for years myself. Dope ass cover.
It's a pretty decent cover, too, or condition. It's like
Yeah.
That is nice.
This is the wraparound cover from Bagley for Sinister War. I did read this. They are still going to try and wrap up the whole Kindred storyline and that, and they're including every single Sinister, every character, whether it's Sinister Six or Savage or Daddy.
Did you want to tell us how it wraps around?
I did like the wraparound. It looks good, but I kind of wish I got the connecting variant because I ordered for FOC the next issue with the connecting. So now I got to go find it.
Can we have a gaze, please?
He's asking if you'll pop that tape, sir. Pop that tape. Pop that tape.
Popping the tape now.
I thought you were going to chant with me,
in, right?
I thought you were going to chant with me. I thought we were going to get him to do it with a chant.
Pop that tape.
There you go.
I'm not exactly one for peer pressure, but I am one for showing off artwork. Now, I always remove the tape because I have many books where I have made the mistake of pulling it out with the tape still on. And
I never pull out. Never pull out.
speaking of pulling out, look who pulled in.
That was the weirdest segue I've ever heard. That did not line up, sir.
Hello. Pulling out. Here's comics on the mind. Damn, that was fucked up, man.
Pulling out on everybody's mom. No, I'm just playing.
You know this motherfucker's our friend, right?
Y'all are hella funny.
What up, son?
Sorry, late.
Not glad you're here at all. So I'm just going to finish up these last couple. Did you get any books today at all?
No, I didn't pick anything up today.
No worries. There's always another show, perhaps on Sunday. And next, in fact, I haven't brought it up all episodes, strangely enough. I've been running the graphic down below. Not next episode on Sunday, but next Wednesday, we're doing Fuck, Marry, Kill. Anybody that wants to be on the show, even just to, we're going to throw this picture over to you. Which one are you going to go at? And we're going to throw some graphics, and just like when Whack says, breaking news.
This is breaking news.
Breaking news. Here is that gatefold cover.
Oh, make yourself big. You need to make yourself big.
Blow myself up.
Yeah, blow yourself up.
And blow yourself.
I don't think I've been that far.
Oh, wow. That's a nice cover.
You'd be very talented.
That's a nice cover. Man would never leave the house. That's a great
wrap around. Nice.
Yeah, I heard
the wraparound cover that.
What was his name? Marilyn Manson. He can do it because he removed some rib cages, but
I'm
not crazy like that.
I've heard that.
Crazy is a different kind of crazy.
Here's what I would like to say to the distinguished group of guests here on this show. I argue the standard should be wraparound covers.
No.
Yeah.
I argue that we are being robbed as comic fans by not having wraparound covers on every cover. You got to print the front and back anyway, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It's not like it's ever plain paper.
Hey, here you go. So nice they made it twice. Web of Spider-Man, the second print for all you hairy Iron Man.
How does it read? Or is it just a Spider-Man?
It's just the second print, same cover. They really didn't do much.
I was just talking about like the story. How's the story?
I have not read the story.
Yeah.
When I heard that it was for a attraction, it did not really rise up in my stack level of order of priority of things I want to read.
Right.
But Way of X, strangely enough, is one of the X-Men titles that I've been digging over like Excalibur and even Marauders.
Really?
It has more of a tie-in to the rest of what they're trying to do. So I could be wrong. X-Corp, I have not read a single issue, yet here's issue 3. I'm way behind on the X titles, and I know that Kirk is the smartest of all us here that are collecting the X titles, because he dropped it. He's smart.
I still have like Wolverine on my list. Wolverine and I think like one more title, but that's like it.
Wolverine Marauders, maybe the new X-Men title.
Yeah, it's the Marauders. Yeah, you're right.
Sword. Make sure you're reading Sword. Sword is good.
Am I a genius for never having picked it up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're something.
I actually did read Sword. I read the first couple issues on Marvel Unlimited. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Al Ewing.
Yeah.
The only thing Al Ewing I'm having a difficult time reading right now happens to be we only find them when they're dead. I mean, that's good to binge, but independently, issue by issue, it's a hard read.
Well, they're also not coming out regularly either. That's not helping it.
Yeah, it's like it's like every other month or something like that.
Yeah, it's sporadic. They've been fucking up the delivery. Yeah, I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it shouldn't be done. Not with that story. Look at that fucking cover.
That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Love
okay.
Is that a purple Flash? Oh my god.
There's every color of Flash. There's 2 red Flashes.
Hey, just like Jeff Johns wanted to introduce the Skittle Core to Green Lantern, here's your Skittle Core for Flash.
Well, yeah. I do like that they have Caveman Flash on there. That's pretty dope.
Now I need to find the cover for this.
These A covers are trash, man. I'm sorry. If you like that art, I don't want to bash you. Like what you like, you know what I'm saying? But goddamn, you want $4 and you're giving me a cover that looks like that piece of shit. This is great.
I probably should have picked up the Punchline cover, but I like Joker looking like he's in a straitjacket.
Hell yeah.
This was unfortunate. Every copy in the shop had a ding right here.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
But I've been digging Chip Murray, Steve Murray's Justice League Last Ride.
What did he say his real name was?
Steve Murray, which is that real name.
It really is his real name?
Yeah. How good was that issue, by the way, Miracleman? I was only talking about that at the beginning of the show.
Crossover?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was incredible. Did you read Sex Criminals?
Yeah.
Okay, so thank God it was when he self-inserted as opposed to the giant pussy monster that came out, right? Remember the pussy monster?
The Cookie Monster? What are you talking about?
The Pussy monster. Listen, there was a tentacle monster coming out of a woman's vagina, and it was
teeth?
Baby teeth is like Rosemary's Baby, but more comic book. It's good, and it's a little bit more intertwined to like how the family dynamics of Redneck go.
Yeah, the study case. I've got the first 6 issues or whatever in the hardcover, whatever the hardcover collects.
That Donny Cates fella, one hell of a dude.
The cover is beautiful.
What'd you say?
I said that cover is beautiful.
Oh, yes, it is beautiful.
That issue 3?
Yes.
Ace, you is beautiful.
That's a dope cover.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you are.
This one's going to Lady.
That's a great cover. That's a great. They've been doing such cool fucking covers for that run.
I love David Mack, but I'm only giving this a purchase because of the Dave Mack covers, because North's really dry reading.
Yeah, I heard the story was not great at all.
I mean,
I heard some people enjoy it. Some people enjoyed it, but
is that the new character, Machine Boy?
Yeah, these are the new characters in this issue.
Yeah, I didn't think much of that story, but you know,
who's it by?
I'll get around
I don't
to
even know.
Someday.
I don't even know who it was by. Let me see if I can dig that out real quick.
Book, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 119.
It's incredible. You have a Turtles run over 100 issues, man.
Yeah, that's insane.
I never thought that was going to happen. It's why I never jumped on it to begin with when I could have way back in the teens or so.
Yeah.
And oops.
Tri Vuong and Irma Nivila work on Everyday Hero Machine Boy. And honestly, I think there's a young adult book all the way. That story, I think it definitely there's an audience out there for it. I just don't think I was the audience. Wasn't bad, just I wouldn't pick up the book.
So I guess we all showed our books. Do y'all want to start talking about Black Widow?
Sure.
Black widows
to go
are
see it at
a
the
spider
theater.
that are scary if they bite you.
Listen, I gotta say something. Like it's been eating at me all day. I have not yet seen Black Widow. However, I have watched many trailers and breakdowns. I've seen some still photos, and apparently, and I don't know how to tell anybody this, but there's not one fucking Black Widow in that entire movie. It's a bait and switch. It's a red-haired lady in a black jumpsuit.
So
who, like,
She
Like,
was
I didn't see one spider.
Not one fucking spider. And you know what, Marvel? I'm pissed off now. Follow me on my new YouTube channel where I will make 347 screeching videos about this movie.
One day, 1 million followers. Oh man!
Fuck that noise.
Way to go, Miracleman. You didn't know how to get every single comics gator to follow you all at once, but somehow you just did by saying, here's my new YouTube channel.
Right.
You lured them into one place.
I'm going to title my new channel Whammin'. Lee, you're out of all this. Whammin' is what reactionary chud fucks on the internet refer to women in any piece of pop culture. They are whammin' because they complain about how they are oppressed and ergo are whining.
all right then.
Gotcha. So,
But these guys just sound like they're just bitching about bullshit fictional characters running around in spandex, so they sound like they're wah, man.
now the average mental age is about 12. So you know.
Do that noise again.
Did you tell me you never did that noise at your students? Because they might not have they might not have liked
I've
it.
got a lot of sound effects to my students.
Oh,
Too much pressure. You're making me
I'm
laugh.
pulling that clip.
that's gonna be how you introduce them from now on the show. Here is Comics on the Mind.
The fuck was that?
I don't fucking know.
Just added the sound bite.
Yeah. Anyway, so Black Widow, huh?
You really didn't see it?
I feel
No,
bad.
I've been busy. Talk. I don't give a shit.
It's not a bad movie. It's a good movie. It's fun. It has an emotional core to it.
I definitely cried on some parts for sure.
I think it was fun.
It's going to tie heavily to the comic book. Maybe you should look elsewhere. Kind of in so much that they bring up Crimson Dynamo. Yeah, maybe you should be like Crimson Dynamo. It's Red Guardian. It's like, was that a throwaway line, or was there actually a Red Guardian that she was making fun about?
Yeah, get out. So Taskmaster. How did everybody feel about the character Taskmaster? Because I was
What's going on with Taskmaster? Just somebody give me the breakdown, because I've been hearing people say stuff, but I've been largely ignoring it because I wanted to hear what you guys said.
Okay, so stripping away what you'll probably hear off of Twitter, because I had to go to Twitter, much like probably you, to find out what happened to Taskmaster. So by now we know that an issue of Deadpool Max has started to rise in price because, yes, rather Taskmaster is a woman in this movie. And spoiler alert, it's the daughter that Black Widow kind of blew up at the beginning of the movie. Now they're grown up, and much like Deadpool from Wolverine Origins, she doesn't really talk. The backstory is just, well, here it is. And there's no character dynamics whatsoever. And by the end of the movie, they use this gas that will wake up a brainwashed soldier so that they're no longer brainwashed. So I don't know if Taskmaster is now neutralized at the end of the movie, or if now someone can take this headgear that gives Taskmaster the ability to do the telephoto reflex ability.
That's how they did it. Okay.
It's not mutant. It's not, here's your power. It's tech. That's how
it was. She had like a little USB port in the back of her head that would
like a
work.
microchip or something.
It's like Matrix. There you go. You learn kung fu.
So they instead of them being like just his natural or her natural powers of being able to copy someone, like
Yeah, like I said, no mutants. They don't want us to have mutants.
Well, here's the thing, you know, that was okay. So, all right, now I get some of the criticisms because you could have had that if that's his daughter. you could have easily said, "Oh, it's an inherited trait." You know, you didn't have to go any further than that. You could have just said it was an inherited trait from the first Taskmaster or whatever. So that's kind of stupid.
Was Ray Winstone's daughter. Ray Winstone playing a Russian, and much like how Ryan Paul made fun of that. Hey, we're going to get Ryan Winstone to be in the movie. Can he do a Russian accent? Doesn't matter.
It did matter, huh? It did in fact matter. So Lee, you've gone to films as a reviewer. I've seen you. I've watched your videos. You went to Fast 9.
I didn't do it as a reviewer. You're a lying piece of shit, Miracleman.
In your professional reviewing opinion, tell me about Black Widow.
I asked other people what they thought about it. I didn't give my thoughts at all. I didn't have my thoughts. But honestly, I thought it was fine. You know, the movie was enjoyable overall. It was. I think, like everyone, it was a bit too late. I feel it would have been better if it came out before she died and stuff. I feel the Taskmaster thing didn't upset me like it did most people. Like I thought it was weak. You know, I was just like, that's pretty weak. Right. But, you know, I wasn't like crying my way home about it or anything. I saw Space Jam 2. It's out in Australia already. And
nice.
That's way better than Black Widow. I'll just put that out there.
I have no doubt. Scooby-Doo and Batman are in it. So how could it not be better?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a fucking fact. Blue Falcon is in it. It's going to be dope, man. I can't wait to see
that. So many Easter eggs in that movie. Like just about every.
Worth it to watch Space Jam 2.
Yeah, it really is. There's just about every Warner Brothers IP is in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Bunch of the Hanna-Barbera characters and DC characters and yeah.
But yeah, it was fine. The final act, like them falling down through the sky part, was pretty stupid. Like you've seen that in the trailer a lot.
Right.
But,
what about Red? How was Red Guardian?
He was the best part of the movie.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he old and out of shape?
He was old. Okay? He was out of shape, and the best part was he had Dunning-Kruger effect going throughout the whole movie. He thought that he was
the cat part was hella funny.
he was like
all the times I fought with Captain America, and then finally here comes Ursa Major, this big bear guy, but not as an actual bear. Starts arm wrestling.
What's his name? It's Big Bear.
Right.
And what Black Widow's
Captain
sister?
America, wasn't he in ice? Up until a couple years ago, really, crack breaks his arm.
He's like, oh,
and, Black Widow's sister stole the show. Like, I can't remember her name. What's her name? Yellow or something? I don't know.
I liked her. Shoot.
Yeah. Her and Red Guardian definitely like were the highlights of the whole movie.
Right on.
Yeah. But it was fine. It's watchable. It's definitely worth a watch, especially if you're watched all the Marvel movies and you're into them and stuff. If you're not like fully devoted to all the Marvel movies, it would be one that you could skip, I reckon. Because unless you want to find out how Black Widow got her
Thor
best,
too bad. You don't have to completely just like forget this.
Yeah. You find out how she got her vest for Infinity War, and you see the blonde hair dye that she is going to dye her hair with at the end of the movie. That's like the
That's the highlight.
So is this what's happening right before the snap?
No, this is between Civil War. This is Civil War and Infinity War. Yeah, in between.
Okay, all right. Well, that would be a good time to have it then. Yeah.
Yeah, because she dyes her hair blonde, and that's why when you see her later in the movie with all in Infinity War with all those pocketed vests, she got her sister.
That is hilarious.
So
just like the cat from like you say.
Because that was the question everybody was asking after seeing Infinity War. Where did she get that vest? I'm so glad they answered that question.
My question is, knowing Marvel Cinematic Universe, none of their films, they haven't put out a single film yet that wasn't advancing the overall narrative.
Well,
Right?
that's the thing. They tried at the post credits. They were initially supposed to introduce Contessa Valentina dell'Allegra, but that wound up happening, as we all found out, in Falcon.
The chick from
So it's not. They're both interchangeable. It's fine that Winter Soldier came out first as opposed to this movie because it didn't matter. She's introduced kind of in a very mysterious way, but Yelena apparently has been working for her all along. And we're going to get to see a team being built up based on a very tenuous premise that Hawkeye killed your sister.
She's going to show up in the Hawkeye series by the look of it.
So she's going to go around and scrape up all these almost heroes. John Walker, U.S. agent, Natasha's whatever there, her sister, going to get somebody from the Hawkeye show, and she's going to put together.
It's going to be the Hulk stand-in.
The Patriot.
So we're gonna get a Dark Avengers.
Yeah.
Of some type. Or a Secret Avengers.
I'm not going to call them the Dark Avengers because that will just sound silly in a regular Marvel universe. They'll probably make a comment. It's like, what are you guys? Some kind of Dark Avengers or something?
Right. Or they're going to go
1 hour, 11 minutes in this video. I'm calling it right now. They're going to use that throwaway line in the TV show.
What? There's some kind of Avengers, but like dark. That's what's going to happen. Something.
Arizona called it. They're the double secret Dark Avengers.
Probation.
Sound like a delicious candy.
Ace, you look like you were trying to say something like 12 minutes ago. Did you want to?
I have nothing to say at all.
Okay, so just to recap, professional reviewer Whack Comics says it goes full of endorsement.
Finger, and here's another finger.
He's really, this is the hottest hot take I think I've ever heard on a film review ever. If you like the other 147 movies in this series, you should probably go see this one. You might get some hate mail on that one, Whack. So I just hope you're ready for that.
I'm totally open to it. We've been getting some awesome hate mail lately, and I've been loving it.
I saw that somebody really has a problem with gays and you in particular. I've noticed.
Yeah.
I would like to come on the show and flirt the living hell out of with you, like just nonstop, very overt. Like we're just gonna talk filthy to each other on YouTube.
Who's echoing?
I don't know who's echoing, but I see Comics on the Mind is frozen in the best possible way.
I think he's echoing.
Yep, there you go.
Kirk, are you echoing?
I just.
No, he's not echoing. See, turn it off for a second. Test one, test two.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Kirk. Dun dun dun.
He's got headphones on.
I don't know how it's happening.
Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah. How about now?
Now you're good.
Now you're good, man.
We're good.
Yeah, it's weird.
So anyway, I'm gonna come on the show, and we're gonna just fuck with that guy the whole show. That's all the show's gonna be.
Let's fuck.
All right. In fact, if you can find a way to message that guy through YouTube, just to let him know he should come watch that episode. Anyway,
he comments on all that stuff anyway. You'll find it.
That's fucking weird, man.
It's the best part, really. I actually think he's slowly coming around. We're not sure.
Hopefully he does. And then you'll become friends. He'll DM you some point and be like, honestly, I think you're really cute and I'd like to take you out. I just didn't know how to say it, so I teased you to get your attention.
Or perhaps he'll be that same guy that said,
oh man, that's the greatest. One of the greatest lines. in YouTube history, right there, man. I've never had somebody ask me on the internet if they could eat my asshole.
Yes, you have.
Okay, right, but I didn't make a YouTube video out of it.
I did another Meagle video this week. He's got to watch it. There was a part in it.
Okay.
It was really quick, but there was a guy that was just sitting there with his erect penis underneath his pants, but you could see it was there, you know. And I was just like,
Was his hand in his pants?
No.
Okay.
His hand was really close to it. He just saw me and then skipped. I think he was just looking for the right kind of person.
Right.
Big owner. It was.
No, I'm good.
That sounds.
It's always a fun time going on Omegle to make videos. It's interesting talking to strangers of the internet. You know, you never know what you're gonna get. So I appreciate that.
Omegle came out when I was a teenager.
Oh no!
And it was like the cool thing for us to go on there and see how many creeps we could bump into in one night.
Probably hundreds. Probably literally hundreds every single night.
So I'm gonna go back.
Nice. Somebody's gonna find Ace and have a good night. Tell you what.
How did we descend from Black Widow into Omegle?
I don't.
Probably brought up something about assholes and okay, back to Black Widow.
Yeah, Black Widow.
So this movie really isn't going to have that much of an impact to the rest of the Marvel universe, other than, well, now you have White Widow is the main Black Widow. I don't know what they're going to call her going forward, but she's now the main Widow.
Gray Widow.
Did Black Widow get called Black Widow that much even though?
I don't even remember her being called Black Widow, just I'm a Black Widow.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of like Wolverine being called Weapon X. No one ever calls him Weapon X. He was just part of the Weapon X program.
Right.
Yeah. But it's a little bit different because at least in the comic books, she gets referred to as Black Widow, right?
Yeah, and in Humans #5, she never refers to herself, I'm Yelena Belova. She just says, I'm Black Widow. They never show her face. She's just silhouetted out throughout the whole issue. But to be fair, it's Jay Lee, and that's how he draws. Or at least back then.
When did they connect her to the Guardian in the comics?
I think that's a very recent retcon. I don't think that was her original stuff.
Run, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah,
2000
miniseries with her.
Yeah, early 2000s, I think.
I was curious. Yeah, because I was like, I didn't know that.
You should probably be able to get it for about $10 for the entire run.
Yeah,
it's not an expensive one.
No. The good stuff to get a Black Widow is the Daredevil Black Widow shit.
Yeah, that's the one. That's what I collected. Is
Daredevil
Black Widow. I have like one issue.
Like you look back on it and you're like, how the fuck was that a duo?
Yeah,
and that it makes no sense by today's standards.
They even changed the title, but then again, back in the late 1960s, they were open to changing the title. That's why
that was
Captain
70s,
America and the Falcon. Daredevil, Black Widow.
There it is.
Blow up Kirk. Let's blow him up.
Blow me up. Sorry for the glare. I shouldn't say it.
That's pretty.
Natasha, there she is. There you go.
That looks like a clean copy too.
Yeah, that white cover does not age well. Yellow's real easy.
No,
it's nice.
I don't have that one, but I have the Inhumans #1.
Oh yeah, I love that, bro. I need to finish that.
It's a gorgeous cover, but I have tried to read it like 6 times in my life, and I can't get past like page 3. I just can't do it.
Oh, one last thing that I'll throw out there about Black Widow, because you haven't watched it yet, and I'll parallel it to Wonder Woman. We know that Black Widow's kind of supposed to be a good guy, even though White Widow was the one that was piloting the helicopter when they went to go rescue Red Guardian from a Russian jail. But accidentally, White Widow, Yelena, blew up a mountain and caused a giant avalanche, which probably killed every single person in that jail. But they never did that storyline, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Poor there was even dogs that were like got destroyed in the avalanche. I was like, oh, puppy.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
Ooh.
It's a big Black Widow book. I got this for I think a birthday gift or something like that. But this is pretty cool. It's got just like a bunch of
Stories from first.
yeah, just like a
Oh,
bunch
nice.
of information
That's a
and
first
stuff like
story,
that.
Yeah.
Things like that. But, yeah, it's a good.
That's cool.
It's a cool read and flick through and stuff.
Gorgeous.
Nice big old book. And it's cool to see some of this art and the big old pages too, you know.
Yeah.
This is the only book that doesn't fit on my bookshelf. I have to have it like sitting next to it. It's too big.
It's a coffee table book.
Yeah. I don't have a coffee table though.
We'll have to get you
You'll
one
have
of
to get
those.
a coffee table.
Yeah.
Think
Totally unrelated, but because I mentioned it, there's my Inhumans #1, and that's what I paid for it.
Big dollars, Jesus.
Oh, dang.
Nice.
As you can see, it's a pretty nice copy.
Yeah, it is.
Use a little pressing on the side.
7.
What's that?
Looks like it's at least a 7. I don't see any spine ticks really.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. The spine's good. Spine's good. It's nice. It's got sharp color. The color's sharp. It's a real clean copy. This is back before anybody gave any rat's asses about the Inhumans. And let's be honest, nobody really gives a shit about the Inhumans now.
No.
If anybody's telling me they're excited about the Inhumans movie, I'm gonna call you a fucking liar.
Oh,
I think you're excited about it.
Motherfucker.
there's a guy I follow on the Twitters, and he goes by the name of, I'm trying to find it here because he posts every Wednesday little Marvel spoilers. And one of the spoilers that he leaked earlier today was that for the new the new Marvel series with Kamala Khan, they're abandoning entirely the idea of her being an Inhuman. So instead, she's just going to be blasted by some energy, and that's how she becomes freaking Captain Ms. Marvel.
So we're not. Oh my god! What are they gonna do with Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur? Like, are you serious? Because doesn't she become like an Inhuman too eventually?
There, so it's Nick Professor Hulk Santos on Twitter, or Prof Hulk's Lab, and he was the one that has been announcing all these different spoilers and scoops, and he's been pretty dead on. He doesn't have a lot of followers, so if you're out there listening, go subscribe to him over on Twitter. But he's been pretty dead on about this. And unfortunately, it looks like Cameron will be the main bad guy in Ms. Marvel. They're not doing any more Inhumans because Kevin Feige had a huge falling out with Ike Perlmutter because Perlmutter, I'm going to call him Perlmutter because he's just a dick and he's a Trumpy. And he was pushing Inhumans so hard because they just didn't have the rights to X-Men. So they're just bypassing Inhumans entirely.
Yeah, plus I think everybody's got, kind of a bad taste in their mouth for that whole Inhumans thing. That TV show bombed really bad for them.
I know. Of course, that's what did it, honestly.
It was bad as well.
I never watched
it. Yeah.
Have you been watching Loki, Miracleman?
Yeah.
So do you watch the last episode?
Oh God, yes. I watched it at 5 a.m.
Oh yeah, we talking Loki?
Hell yeah. Listen, spoiler alert, everybody. I'm just gonna let you know right now. If you haven't seen it, I'm sorry, I'm gonna ruin it for you right now. It was Agatha all along.
Oh,
can you fucking believe that shit? Agatha
all. Stop lying to them.
How do you do that? No.
Listen. No.
Did you see that M
That's
in
wrong.
the crack of the wall?
That's
it
wrong.
Was Mephisto
It was Mephisto the whole time. Mephisto was there. Actually, no. Still a lie. It was Magneto. Magneto did it. They introduced mutants.
No, you guys, you missed it entirely. When the universes were all branching off, you didn't see the one universe branch off into the shape of a 4.
Ah, it's the Fantastic Four. We're getting Reed Richards. So this was actually the easiest one to guess where it was going. And I think most people's guesses were pretty accurate. Hey, it's Eva. I think most people's guesses were pretty accurate about where this was going. It was not. Listen, you can't mute the truth, Pac. I think it was the easiest one to guess, and I wasn't disappointed by it. It was still great. It was still great the way they handled it. So,
So at this point, we all know that Kang is here.
Wait, Lee doesn't get it till next week.
No, I've got it. I've watched it.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought you were a week behind for some reason.
He said he watched Black Widow and Loki.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Loki, dope as fuck, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good episode. There was a lot of talk in the first 25 minutes. Just a lot of setup for things to come. I think the most exciting thing to happen.
Somebody's variant showed up.
Right.
Somebody's book that I want their first appearance.
I think the most exciting thing for me was there's going to be a season 2.
Right.
I didn't see that coming. Yeah, I did not see that coming. I thought it was just going to go straight into into the movies.
And I don't know how I feel about Kang, or would it be more, right to call this one Immortus because he's the Kang of boss stage.
I still call it Immortus.
Yeah, I would consider him more Immortus because this is the Kang at the end of all time.
Yeah.
And to be honest, anyone that watches Doctor Who, he felt like he was a nefarious, older version of Doctor Who. Jumping on the table, kind of being very cheeky about things. And
I gotta say, that's one thing I didn't like him jumping on the table. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? What's going on? Why is he crawling on the table like a crab?
I took this one as a much older version. I mean, he even said, I'm much older than I look. I think we took this as one that was much older, had been living at the end of time for so long that he had started to go insane, which is why we got some of that ridiculousns that was kind of uncharacteristic.
The last part when Sylvia stabbed him and he was just like, see you soon.
Yeah,
that was so good.
Right.
What are you so afraid of? I'm afraid of myself.
Here's the dumbest part of the episode, though. The TVA agent getting the other TVA agent to follow her into the principal's office. I get why you.
I didn't like.
I get why you did it, but it just threw her character away. There was no. It didn't matter at that point because it's the last episode. I felt like that should have happened last episode at the very end of it, or something. But whatever. That was the only part that I had a gripe on.
Finished off that scene. She just walked off the screen, and that was the last you saw of her.
Right.
Yeah. They didn't tie up her storyline. I'm gonna go find my freedom. And in the comics, she's supposed to be the significant other, or at least the pursued from Kang. So how that will play out, if she'll be brought back, who knows? But after I saw coming back for season 2, well, how the fuck are you going to do that? And when are you going to do that? Are you going to do that before the movies drop? When the movies drop? After the movies drop? Where and when on the timeline is this taking place?
I heard it's going to be coming out in between the Spider-Man and Doctor Strange movies.
So was that a year from now or 2 years from now?
A year from now. Yeah. So I think
that makes sense.
Doctor Strange is next year, isn't it?
Yes.
So it'll be around the same time next year before Doctor Strange comes out. We'll get season 2, I reckon.
It kind of feels like the Marvel Cinematic Universe is doing the same thing that the DC Comic Universe is doing right now. And for those of you who aren't paying attention to DC Comics or are not close enough to know, DC, yes, did kind of go through a reset, but the reset brought literally everybody back. So anybody who's died could be back now, which is just giving them all their toys back into the sandbox. It's also returning all the pre-New 52 characters we haven't seen, like the JSA characters and all that stuff.
Fair.
Somebody complained about something that happened in Infinite Frontier today. Not complained, but brought us up. Something that happened to a character that had happened to the same character multiple times in the past. And you know, it doesn't really matter that it happened to him again because it's a multiverse thing. So, but you know, that's opening them up to be able to tell stories that be able to pull in other elements that they've lost due to story changes and stuff like that. And the same thing is going to happen, I think, with the MCU with this whole multiverse of madness. There's no reason to give yourself a multiverse except to tap actors in roles that have played them in other movies and legacy films. There's no reason to do it otherwise. If you did a Spider-Man multiverse story and you didn't have Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield, you literally just said, I don't give a fuck about the fans. You know,
after you saw all those timelines branch off, anybody that doesn't think that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield aren't coming back for No Way Home, which where's the damn trailer, Marvel?
I know. I've seen pictures of like old Tobey Maguire, like looking at his Spider-Man outfit. I was like, oh my god, if we get old man Tobey, oh my god, that would be so awesome.
Well, I mean, look at it was old man Peter in the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, exactly.
And that fucking nailed it, man. That killed it. I agree. So give me an old washed up Peter. I prefer Earth X style Peter, like big old paunch, like can barely swing from a line anymore.
Oh, I heard about that. I still need to read that.
Oh my god, dude! You haven't read Earth X? Come on, you gotta read Earth X.
I want to read that in Paradise X.
All right, so I'm going to speculate a little bit here. I want to think long-term endgame. After they introduce this multiverse, eventually they're going to have to put it back together into one timeline just to make it coherent for anybody that might be a new fan that is now coming of age to jump on board to go, holy shit, that's a lot of continuity to get involved in. They'll probably do a Secret Wars and then tie everything all back together, and now you have a full sandbox of all of the Marvel characters, mutants, Inhumans, and all. And you can recast because when you reset a universe, you don't necessarily need Robert Downey Jr. to be Iron Man.
Yeah. But do you think we're going to get Secret Wars original or Doom God or God Doom Secret Wars, or a mixture of both?
There's probably going to be hints of the older storyline, but they're looking now towards reaping the benefits of all these IPs that have been coming out of the last 20 years, because comics have matured in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
A lot of the storylines from the 80s, like Flag Smasher, they did not put some motherfucker with a sheet over his head. No, they updated it, and they took elements of those older storylines. But as it's getting newer, like the Winter Soldier aspects, the storylines that were told by Brubaker, they're retaining a whole lot more of that than they were the old Silver Age, Bronze Age, because it was kind of silly. And they need to make it for audiences that will accept it around the world. Because as much as we might love some weird stuff in a comic book, it doesn't matter what we like. It matters what everybody else likes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, I'm about white. What y'all say?
No.
The OG would be like, let's end this.
I'm an old man. I'm fucking tired. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, so a little news flash for everybody that's been watching this down below. You might notice episode 100 is coming up next Wednesday. Lady Fantastic will be here. Hopefully, Whack, we didn't ask you before. Hopefully, you'll be here for Fuck, Marry, Kill, because if you haven't watched one of those episodes, it's our most fun episodes of the year.
I'm going to be there.
Otherwise, you out there watching the show, as long as you're not going to whip your dick out at any point, please don't do that. You are more than welcome to join in on that episode. We will pop you up here. We will show one of these graphics, and I won't show you what it looks like because we want you surprised when this happens. I've been working on this for the last couple days. I'll be working on it till next week. Otherwise, is there anything going on anybody's channels? Whack. Throwing it to you.
We have stuff coming out just about every day. I don't know what have we got coming out. We did it. Oh, you know what? there's a mystery afoot in the comic book community, and this is pretty interesting. I was in the Burke fam members only chat, and someone came into the chat wearing a mask, and they wouldn't tell anyone who they were, and they were using a microphone that had like a voice changing thing, and they did a whack hack and stuff, and they're not telling anyone who they are. So we did a little video on that, the Burke fam mystery.
Hilarious! Oh my! It's Remy Q. I knew it.
It's Comic Tom's dad.
That's awesome.
Who learned it from?
Insanity.
Sorry? That's it. Yeah. But apart from that, we go live on Tuesdays around 6 p.m.
And you just hit that 750 subscribers. You're about to hit 800 probably in 20 minutes. There for your episode 800 subscriber. Congratulations, marathon of 48 hours. We're making you do. No, I'm not going to force it. We want you saying
over 1,000.
So, Ace, anything going on over on Rags and Boards?
Yeah, next Thursday at 9 p.m. we're discussing issues 9 through 16 of The Sandman. And I'm going to be joined possibly by Miracleman if he can stay up that late.
What?
A few people that are my buddies. Frankie that was in the comments earlier. So go check out our first video because it was a clusterfuck, but it was fun.
It was truly enjoyable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Miracle Man, you got anything going on over on the interwebs, on the Twitter sphere?
Oh, sure. I'm probably fighting with some fucking asshole. Definitely not Ava. That's my homegirl right there. No, nothing really. Everything's kind of quiet on the Twitter front. But come on over and say hi at Komodo1977. I buy comics, sometimes, and we post them on there first. God damn, that whole fucking blurb just fucked me all up, man. Damn. Fucked me all up.
For the win.
I am looking forward to that one. But other than that, I'll be like as Ace mentioned, I'll be over on Brags and Boards, and I hope all of the great contributors that were there last time will be showing up once again. And that's it.
All right. So, comics on the mind. Are you doing a show on yours or really Todd's tomorrow?
It's probably gonna be on my channel tomorrow. Also, I did a show with JB Budget Collect. We did an indie review on what is it? Invincible. It was really good. We've been just reading all the trades. They have the compendium. I have like the trades, but it's been good going through it. So I think we're going to be meeting up again in another 2 weeks. I have that information out. But if you haven't watched yesterday's episode, go ahead and check it out. Please and thank you. And yes, I will have a show tomorrow.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. I will try and be there if I am still completely awake.
I don't blame you if you're on the East Coast. Like, I'm surprised y'all still up. If you're on the East Coast and you're up, then you are a late night owl.
Time, I'm awake, but it's only those days when I have.
Oh yeah,
no. Where all of a sudden I go, holy shit! I've been up since 5 a.m. and my brain is melting. And speaking of brain melting, so next week we're going to be having our 100th episode. Wow, I can't believe it's been about 2 years on YouTube. Also next week, it's the day after that, is the 1 year anniversary that Ace showed up in our chat during the Dynamite episode to say, oh, these motherfuckers Just wait till I show that. Wait a second. They're not comics.
They're actually cool.
I mean, I wouldn't say they were cool. Like,
Oh.
I wouldn't say
As
I
long as I'm
didn't
moving-
think you
as
were
long as I'm
assholes.
moving
Yeah, that is your anniversary, huh, Ace?
yeah.
we
I
definitely got
expect
to.
cash. I will send you my PayPal, my Amazon wish list to celebrate.
I was gonna say we should do dicks out for the anniversary. It should be a dicks out episode.
Please don't.
Black Lives Matter, trans rights, and Helen fucking Mirren because Ace needs to fuck Helen Mirren.
Fuck
How
yeah.
about Rob fucking worst? Same reason.
Oh, mind blown.
Also, check out my comic book dealer that I go to. It's the LCS that I shop at every single Wednesday, right around 2 p.m. ish. If you ever want to say hi, Rob. So his name is John Freshly. You can find him over on Instagram. He is Miami Fresh Comics, and he does a claim sale every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. This is where I get my books, folks. So join us this coming Sunday. Do we have a guest?
I don't know. I think we do. Hold on, I'm trying to bring it up.
We do not unless you rescheduled somebody and you did not add it to the goddamn fucking calendar.
Well, that fucking
Not the calendar.
Nope. I'm gonna try and reschedule the 21st for the 18th, though. We'll see how that goes. Oh, problems. Oh wait, no, 21st for 18th. Yeah, I could probably pull that off.
Okay. We don't know who's going to be on Sunday, but next Wednesday is the 100th episode. So do check that out. So we will be back then. Otherwise, love you all and see you next week.
Peace, bitches.
Don't die.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see this episode again, along with a catalog of back episodes and issues, surf on over to Not Near Mint on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Rob Worst, Lady Fantastic, Miracleman, and Comics on the Mind will be back next week. Same time, Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Not Near Mint.